So let's talk about the midterms. So far we have enjoyed so many different sections already, and we plan to do a midterm on next Monday. Because this year, due to the pandemic, we cannot have this in-class midterm. And I think about the formats for midterms in different ways. I think about either we can use in-class midterm, we can turn on the videos, the cameras, I can see you, and we can also do some other formats. And later on, I think maybe it is not very convenient for you, because some of you probably don't have the cameras, or you do not have some other equipment, so we can do the in-class midterms. Therefore, we have another option. We can do the take-home midterm exams. However, we set a time range for the midterm within only 24 hours. Normally, before we do the in-class midterm, we only have 15 minutes. Then we allow the 24 hours for you. I think it should be enough for everyone to finish the midterm. So the time will be on next Monday, from the midnight on Sunday to the midnight on Monday. I will send you the questions of the midterm at the Sunday midnight on October the 18th, and you have to submit the solutions of the midterms by Monday midnight, the midnight of October the 19th, before the 11:59 p.m. All the time I mentioned here that they are the Eastern time zone. And no later submissions will be accepted, so please submit the answers before the deadline. The midterm will be closed book, closed note, but you can take one page of the cheat sheet in the A4 size. You can use a double side. You can write anything on this page, and you can plan your strategy well. So what will be the submissions? The submission will be in one single PDF document to be uploaded to Canvas. This submission should include your answer to all the questions in one single PDF document, as well as a one-page cheat sheet you take for the exams. So you can organize everything into one PDF document to be uploaded to the Canvas system before the deadline, midnight on Monday. So this is the take-home exams. The venue will be in your home, in your dormitory, and you can decide wherever you do the midterms. However, we have some requirements. The midterm should be based on the individual work. We have no discussions, no teamwork, and you should be based on yourself. We allow no cheating, no answer checking among students, or no answer exchange among students. Please do this midterm all by yourself. We allow no calculators or other electronic devices for the midterm. No laptops, no iPad, no smartphone, and exchange will be prohibited. And any forms of cheating on the exam will result in a 0 grade for the midterm, and we will also report to the university. Because in this year we have some special cases, if you observe someone cheating or violates the requirements, you can also report to me, and I can give you some bonus for the reporting. So with the requirements, and what will be the formats for the midterm? The midterm will take about 10% of your final grade. You know this, right? As to the question formats, we have 3 different formats of the questions. The first one will be the short answer questions. We will testing for some basic concepts. Please make the answer as clear as possible. And we will provide you with different examples as shown here. Like we have a question example like this. What is the difference between the product and natural join of relations? And given a relation in the certain number form, is this a relation also in the basic number form or not, and why? So please provide your short answer and make the answer very clear. The second format of the question will be based on the relational algebra. You may have to design some relational algebra expressions to do some queries. And the third one will be based on the relational design. Given a relation, we will check if the relation is in certain number form or not, and also decompose the relation into some number forms. As to the materials or topics to be covered in the midterm, we will cover all the materials from the introduction section to the latest relational design section. Materials in both the slides, the lectures, as well as the textbooks will be included. And as to how to do well in the midterm, so please review the materials carefully and make sure you can understand them in the lectures, textbooks, and slides. And also review the homeworks, make sure you can work out the solutions independently. Discuss with your peers as well as discuss with TAs and me if you have any questions. And also relax because you have enough time to do the midterm, so please be relaxed when you are working on the midterm questions. And we provide an overview for the midterm about the topics to be included. If you still remember in the introduction, we mentioned the database system is very important, and you should know what is the database system and why we need to have a database system. We mentioned in the introduction section, we have a file system in computers. Why we need to have another so-called DBMS? And we'll compare the difference between schemas versus data, right? When to create them, when to set up them, and how often do we do the updating of them. We have the different languages, DDL, DML, right? What's the difference among them? Also, we also have some questions for the ER model. We have nothing but joins, right? So given an entity, how to represent them, and what are the attributes? Whenever you join an entity, what is the key for the entity, right? For the relation, we have one-to-one, many-to-one, and many-to-many. And we'll have the roles for the relationships. We will cover the subclass, how to represent them, and we also have some different constraints like keys, referential integrity, and essential. Another important topic covered in the ER model is called working identity set, why we need to have it, and how to use it to represent some information. Right? This is the ER model section. For the relational model, we have one single concept, it's called relation, right? We have one step further forward to translate the ER diagram into relations. We will first talk about the relational schema, right? And we will discuss the primary key, foreign key, unique, null, default. We have several rules about translating the ER diagram into relations, about entities, relationships, which can cover both the many-to-many, many-to-one, and one-to-one relationships. We will talk about the translation of the working identity set as well as subclass. I hope you still remember these rules for the translations. And after that, we have a section on the relational algebra, and we do some math, right? We talk about some basic operators and operands for the relational algebra. We have the set-based operations. If you still remember, we have a union and a difference. We have some other basic operations. We have a selection, projection, product, and renaming, right? We will derive some more advanced operations, including this intersection and complement. We will talk about different joins, right? The zeta join, the equal join, and natural join. So please pay attention to the product among relations, the zeta join, equal join, and natural join, to know their difference. And we also need to design some relational algebra expressions about the queries when we want to design, right? And we need to know how to answer queries by using this relational algebra to help us. This is the relational algebra section. You should know this basic information as we have covered this already, right? And the next section about relational design, they will also be covered in the midterm. And we need to design some relations which are very good and which are right. So at the very beginning of this section, we provide the motivation for the relational design, right? Why we need to have the relational design. And we talk about two important concepts in this section. The first one is called FD, right? The function dependency. The second one is called key. I hope you still remember the Armstrong axioms as well as some more advanced rules we derive based on these axioms. And we will talk about the closures of both the FD and the keys. And based on them, we'll talk about several normal forms as well as their decomposition algorithms. For the busy normal form, we have either lossless or lossy decompositions. And we will also discuss the pseudo normal form, which is more relaxed than the busy normal form, right? We discussed about decomposition rules, which is more complex than the busy normal form decomposition algorithm. We will discuss the relationship among different normal forms, the basic normal form, third normal form, and the fourth normal form. We have a general suggestion: don't overdo these normal forms for the relation polish. This is the relational design section. You should be able to follow me, right, for this section. We have some question on this section to ask you, given a relation, what is the key, what is the super key, what is the function dependent closures, as well as if the relation is in the normal form or not, as well as how to do the decomposition to make it them in the normal forms. So you should know how to do these kinds of questions. And after the midterm, you can take a break, and you can take some beers as well. Don't overdo the beers and don't get drunk. That's it for the midterm overview. I hope you can do well in the midterm. And the question should be very easy if you can do the homeworks and also can go over all the materials we cover in the lectures. Just take it easy, don't be nervous, and relax. Thanks for your attention, and that's it for this week.